Hey guys, we're about to play round one of the first Battle for Zendikar draft here on the Neat Magic channel. I drafted the black-red colorless aggro deck thing. Almost all our creatures are colorless, and we got a lot of the good staples for the deck, including both the rare and the uncommon gold card, so that's pretty nice. And I think we have a keeper between the turn 1 Sludge Crawler, turn 2 Forerunner, turn 3 Nettle Drone. That seems pretty great. Hopefully we can actually make that happen. We do need to draw a land to make the third part of that happen, but it seems like it could. Our opponent has his own Eldrazi 1-drop, and he probably does want to be ingesting cards, so I may just trade Sludge Crawler with it if I can. Since we've got more stuff in our hand. Although he gets to draw a card and discard a card if I block. I think I actually do just take it. The Sludge Crawler has too much upside later in the game. So we'll just get ingested. And it hit a land, of course. If I'd known that was going to happen, then maybe I wouldn't have let things go the way they did. Alright, so we're going to swing in with our Sludge Crawler. Get our own ingest, not that our deck really cares. We hit a land drop of his, too. And I'll play our Forerunner of Slaughter and end the turn. So if we hit a third land and then a fourth land, we're going to be pretty happy. Okay, our opponent's blue-green, so ingest may not be as much of a problem as I was thinking. He's probably more of a, what am I trying to say here? A ramp deck, so those Eldrazi Scions could be a problem. Okay, well that's nice. What should I do here? Could attack with the Sludge Crawler. I mean, if I attack with my Forerunner, he's probably going to die, and I'd prefer that didn't happen right now. I think I am going to attack with the Sludge Crawler. If he just takes it, then that's fine, and then I'll play Dominator Drone. If he trades, I'm fine with that too. Although I could also keep him alive. That's kind of the reason. I think it's a good attack because, yeah, that's fine though. Oh, well, if I can kill both of them, I think I'm actually going to do that. Yeah, I think that is what I'm going to do. He also dies, of course, and our opponent gets to draw a card and discard a card, but I think a card and a half for one card is okay, although, you know, our mana efficiency wasn't incredible there, obviously. What did he discard? Tightening Coils. Okay, that probably means he has other removal in his hand, otherwise he wouldn't have been so willing to get rid of it. From Beyond. Yeah, that's a problem. Probably what our opponent opened in his first pack, so he's definitely going to start ramping. But I think here we just go Duststalker and smash in for 8. It's going to be a pretty big hit if he doesn't chump. Yeah, he's going to chump. All right. I feel like we're in pretty good shape. I mean, I don't know what opponent has in his hand, but he's, you know, been forced into chumping already, and he's, you know, he could play something scary, I guess, especially because we don't have any of our early removal, just Serpentine Spike. Okay, Merc Strider. He does have a card in exile on us too, so he can bounce something, but neither of them is that great to bounce, so. Since they both basically have haste. Yeah, it makes sense to do that. I think I'd probably just play him again and swing. And force him, he'll block with his Merc Strider probably. Yeah, I'm just going to play him again and swing. For 8 again. Alright, fine with me. That's even better. Opponent doing a lot of chumping, which does kind of worry me. It may mean that he's trying to lengthen the game because he has a big bomb that he'll be able to play in short order, which, as I said, is pretty concerning. If 7 mana is what he needs, he's got it. So, and okay, luckily we didn't have anything in exile, so that's not the end of the world. I think we just play Nettle Drone now. Nettle Drone will give us some reach. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't get in for as much damage as we would have liked to in the early part of this game. But Nettle Drone's pretty nice. I'll be able to ping him for multiple damage a turn with it, especially once I have 2 in play. So, and I can actually give him haste at the end of my opponent's turn and ping him for 1. So that's not bad. I may even double block and do that and ping him for 1 because his hand's empty. So, although he can search his library for an Eldrazi and put it into his hand, so it's pretty annoying. I probably just take 5 the first time this thing swings, though. Yeah, I'm just going to take 5 here. All right. And then at the end of his turn, I'm going to give Nettle Drone haste and ping the opponent for 1. Well, that's pretty nice, actually. I think I want to get the first Nettle Drone into play, the second Nettle Drone rather, into play first, though. Okay, and we can do the same thing we did last turn. We'll probably just take 5 again, then ping him for 2, and then we can ping him for 6 next turn, just with the Kozilek, playing 2 Kozilek Sentinels. And then Dominator Drone should probably be able to close the game out for us. Or get pretty close. Our opponent does have a ton of mana, though, which is a little scary. We're just going to take 5 again. Okay, not too concerned about that. Although he may have something that matters for. We'll give our Nettle Drone haste. Ping our opponent twice. We are struggling to draw lands, but so far it hasn't mattered too much. And we're going to play the Sentinel. These 2 guys untap. We're going to ping our opponent twice. And then we're going to play a second Sentinel, who are pretty good chump blockers right now, too. So we'll drop him to 6 at the end of his turn, and then we'll ping him for, yeah, he'll be dead next turn between Dominator Drone and the 2 Nettle Drones. So that's not bad at all. I'll end the turn there. If we can get to next turn, we'll be okay. And now I'll definitely be chump blocking. There's no reason not to. Yeah, I'm gonna block the big guy. We get ingested. Of course, it was another land. See what else he's got. If he's got something to use that ingest with, I'm going to be kind of sad. It will definitely make it harder for us to win immediately. If it's another Merc Strider, I'm going to be pretty sad. And it is. Okay. Well, does make our life a little harder. See what he bounces here. If he decides to bounce a Forerunner of Slaughter, that would be fine with me. He's not, though. He's bouncing what he should be bouncing, I would say. Okay, what does Swarm Surge do for me right here? I can ping for 1, drop him to 5. I don't think it does much, unfortunately. Nettle Drone and Dominator Drone can drop him to 1 life on their own. And maybe that's what I go for here, and then block everything that I can next turn, and then just try to keep 1 colorless creature in play and win with that. Yeah. That's what I'm going to go for anyway. And play... Yeah, if I play the Dominator Drone now, I think that's a little better. Doesn't do it to me too, right? Yeah, just opponents. Oh, it drops him to 3, not to 2. I was doing some poor math there. Dang. I guess I just play the other Nettle Drone then. And hope we make it to the next turn. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can ping him for 2 at the end of his turn, keep 1 colorless creature in play, or during his turn even. Like I could keep the Sentinel in play and block everything that I can. And then play Dominator Drone to end the game. Seems like that's what we're going to have to do if we want to win. Hopefully he doesn't have another Merc Strider. Those have been pretty brutal against us. Kept us from winning the game. He's probably searching for another Merc Strider, which is bad, obviously. But it may still not be the end of us. A Ruination Guide. Which one is that? Okay, that's pretty bad. I think that may be our death, actually. Because he can play it right now, pump up everybody. Is there any way I can block and keep alive my Kozilek Sentinel? We'll block here, here, and here. And the Sentinel can block something interesting. He may be about to gain life. Yeah, he gained the 2 life. Okay, that does buy us 1 more turn, and that may actually end up being relevant. I'm guessing he's going to gain life. If he doesn't, then that's great. He can play Ruination Guide too now, though, actually, so I don't know what I'm talking about. It doesn't buy us another turn. It only costs 3, right? Oh, yeah, that's all he costs. Not so good for us. If he gains 2 here, too, then we're just done. But if he decides to put a +1/+1 counter on something, we may not be. I'll block with the Forerunner, block with the Nettle Drone, block one of those with the Nettle Drone, and block one of them with the Kozilek's thing. So yeah, I'll drop to 4. Dang, he gained 2 life. So I don't think we have any way out of this now. Unless he swings with everything. But I think even then it's probably not going to work out. Yeah, that's bad. Well, right, and he'll have his Ruination Guide back anyway. So let's see what happens here. All right. Kozilek's dude blocks there. You block here. You block here. Wait a second. If I hold on, wait a second. He's at 7. If I hang on to one of my Nettle drones and use Swarm Surge next turn, that will actually kill my opponent. If I can keep, this will still be alive too. So he'll only have 2 blockers, and if I have a Nettle drone, I can ping him and then also swing. Ping him. Oh no, I can't ping him twice. New formats, man. Let's see. Two, 4, 6, too much damage. So we have to block that. The question is, would I rather block it? I think the answer is I do block like this. 2, 4. How big are you? A 4, 2, right? Okay. I have to block with one of my Nettle drones, or I die. So I have to do that. I don't think we can win, but we're going to try to play it out. We're going to give this one haste and ping him for 2, take him down to 5. That may actually get pretty close to winning us the game, but I don't know if it's going to do it. This has been a tough game for the first game in this draft. Okay, yeah, that's how we're going to block. And then we're going to give this one haste. And we're going to drop to 2 life. We hang on to 2 creatures, though, and we have Swarm Surge in our hand. So a lot could happen. Oh, what am I talking about? Oh, I forgot about the flyer. Okay, well, I couldn't have won then anyway. I spent all that time thinking for no good reason. Yeah, that's 8 damage. So, okay. Well, that was pretty rough. I'd say Boiling Earth is good against our opponent, though, since they have a ton of, a ton of Eldrazi Scions. So Boiled Earth is definitely good against him, Boiling Earth. And I'll just take out our worst creature for it and leave everything else in. Where was Silent Skimmer that game? That would have been nice. Man, that From Beyond ended up destroying us, obviously. It's a very good card. One of the better ones in the format. It's on the cards that I think are the best to open in pack 1, and that may have been what our opponent opened. All right, I would like to play first. Okay, this hand's not as good as our last one was, and I think this is a slower format. I'm tempted to mulligan, but I don't think I will. I think I keep it. At least we have removal this time, not something we saw much of in the last game. The Nettle drones almost got us there, but not quite. All right, our opponent has both its colors. All right, there's Duststalker again. If our opponent doesn't get as many early drops this time, well, he did it again. So, and we play a Mortuary Mire for no trigger because we need the land in play. All right, we'll take 1. Get ingested. It's probably going to hit a land, the 4th land that we need. Nope. But it did hit one of our Silent Skimmers, which would have been nice, although we wouldn't have been able to cast it yet. So Eldrazi Sky Spawner is crazy good, so it's annoying. Okay, Kozilek Sentinel isn't awful right now. I think I play Nettle Drone first. Our opponent he did get there with the ingesting because he got so many Merc Striders. That ingest is really good in his deck. As we know from Separatist Void Mage recently, that Merc Strider effect's really strong. We're just going to take it. Get ingested. Second Silent Skimmer. How weird. Yeah, and there's a Merc Strider. So we're in trouble, I'd say. It's pretty hard to compete with that. If we draw a land, we can at least play a guy. Actually, I can do it anyway. And there is a land. I think I'm going to kill the Sky Spawner right now. I think I'm going to play my good blocker. Oh, I can't because I don't have double red. But I am going to play my good blocker anyway, and we'll keep outnumber in mind. I think I blocked the salvage drone. Make him stop ingesting me. Which does let him draw a card and discard a card, but I think that's okay. We're already at 9 though, so that's not good. Obviously. Discarded another salvage drone. See if he plays another freaking Merc Strider. If he does, we're pretty much toast. I would say. Have we really even seen any green cards? I'm trying to think. He may have it in there for fixing and ramp, I guess. Wavewing Elemental. Yeah, that's bad. Bad news. Okay, so we're in a lot of trouble because we can't seem to draw out more than 4 lands in this format so far. I can kill the Wavewing Elemental and the Eldrazi Sky Spawn, and I think that's what I have to do. So I'm going to use Outnumber, kill the Sky Spawn. Then we're going to use Bone Splinters, kill the Wavewing Elemental, and end our turn there. He'll drop us to 6 with a swing from his Merc Strider. This Deathless Behemoth would have been so scary in his deck. I mean, it's good in ours, but in his it would have been incredible. Cloud Manta now. Okay. Well, there's a 5th land. I think it's too late, though. But I'll play this because it can at least chump block his Merc Strider and drop us to 3. And then we have to draw a removal to kill the Cloud Manta. So it's not looking great. We go to 3. I'm sure he has another creature too, so I think we'll pretty much just get blown out in this game. He has 2 other creatures and 4 other creatures. Well, now of course we drew Stone Fury, which would have helped, but we lose round 1. Game 2 in pretty disappointing fashion, in fact. So yeah, so concede game. This is a Swiss pre-release draft, so there's still 2 more rounds. Hopefully I can win some packs for JD number 2. Thanks for watching, and don't forget